Hello and welcome to episode 34 of I Will Cast Anything. We're on Cloud Kingdom for a TVP. The blue Terran in the bottom left hand corner is SuperHumble, and the red Protoss in the top right hand corner is Grandmaster. SuperHumble sent me this replay. He sent me some in the past, and this is a pack of 3, just like he has sent me previously, so I'm pretty excited because the last 3 were hot bangers. SuperHumble is intimidated by Grandmaster's claims to lofty status as a Starcraft 2 player, and Grandmaster is impressed by SuperHumble's humility. We see a very early probe coming out. Pylon scout from the Protoss player. Might be trying to drop down an early pylon for something cheeky perhaps, but I don't think so. SuperHumble getting to work on that wall with that supply depot, and the first interesting thing we'll see is whether SuperHumble chooses to go for 1 barracks or 2 or more perhaps before expanding. Grandmaster's probe has no problem getting into this base, and it'll sweep round the bottom of this mineral line here, but it's not going to do anything in particular. But can't leave that there forever because it could always pop down a pylon, and that's never ever good. The gateway is coming for Grandmaster, not particularly early. No massive aggression signaled from either player. Protoss getting that gas to get warp gate research, or to start mining gas to have enough to research warp gate at the moment. Oh! Just as I said, no one's going for anything aggressive. SuperHumble has answered my question. He is going for 2 barracks before expanding, and one of them is right down the cliff from his opponent Grandmaster's base. He needs to kill this probe, and I think he is going to get the wall in and murder it. So this probe is not going to come back across and have any risk of finding this, which is good, although obviously another probe could come out at any moment and find it. With this kind of proxy play, the longer you can go undetected, the greater chance you have of succeeding. Getting that orbital command behind this, getting into some gas, so we'll probably see some marauders come out, or maybe an early research of stim or combat shields to help with this marine push that's going to come. This factory has been constructed and then picked up. Now where is it going? It's going up onto the high ground. Oh, but this zealot might just see it, but it doesn't. It's run on by, and Grandmaster thinks this is just an SCV scout coming in here. Grandmaster doesn't know what's going on. This 1 marine is coming across, 2 marines here. The zealot isn't going to think anything about that. So probably complaining about some lag here. Not sure who it is. Zealot is chasing these 2 across the map, and it is going to be marauders in the main base. For Grandmaster, has no idea what's going on. Has 1 sentry out to guard the ramp, but that's not going to do any good. Chasing away this SCV, which is being used as a distraction. Here comes that first marauder. We see a command sensor, so not an all-in necessarily from SuperHumble with this proxy racks play, but is definitely hoping it will succeed. Here comes the probe to build a pylon. It's been spotted, it's been rumbled, and immediately another gateway comes down, which will be definitely needed to defend against this. This pylon's going to be killed. We have 1.5 marauders out on the map yet. No concussive shell. And Zealot Sentry Stalker is going to come in, and I think probably going to be enough to push this away. I think this has been a failed attempt. Yep. Second marauder is going to fall. The marines are coming up to help now. They've got vision from the low ground, which means they can do a lot of damage here, and that's a very, very smart play by SuperHumble to bring up this small force of marines to support this proxy barracks, using the vision from the buildings, even though all the units were dead, to be able to shoot up at those units. And another marauder has popped out. 2 more gates going down. Grandmaster could lose that expansion, maybe. Concussive Shells is researching, which will make these a lot more effective, and now it's just a question of rushing out units, but warp gate research is finished, and now probes have to be pulled by Grandmaster. He's got nothing out at the moment to fight this. Does surround one Marauder, kills him. Oh, not quite, kills a Marauder with probes. But losing so many probes at the moment. This is going to be... I think Grandmaster is going to clean this up and push this off eventually, but 8 workers lost already and only going to be more by the end. Marines are rallying across the map and are going to stand here shooting up. This is the smart play here. Use the long range units far away, but another Marauder pops and there's no mining for a while there, so no money for Grandmaster to warp in more units. There's 1 Zealot out now. Nothing training at the moment. The probes have to be pulled again to deal with this. Meanwhile, another Marauder is about to pop there. Marines coming across the map for SuperHumble, trying desperately to make this work. It looked like it's been beaten back, but the Marauders just keep on coming. And even though there are 4 gateways for Grandmaster, there are so few probes now. Just 3 probes mining at the moment. All the probes having to be drafted in to fight. But these Marauders are just going to keep popping because there's plenty of mining going on. Only in 1 gas, so not really building any more production structures, is relying on this succeeding. Finally the tech lab is taken out. That's good work, so only Marines will come out of this now, and that might be the end of this attack. But I don't know, there's so many more Marines here, there's so little mining for Grandmaster. I think SuperHumble might be going to win this, even if this barracks is destroyed. Trying to rebuild that tech lab, but I'm not sure if there'll be time. Marines are going to be able to push up this ramp. No sentries out to keep them away anymore. There was 1 sentry out very early on, but it died. And still just so little unit production for Protoss. Just can't do anything. Can't kill that barracks with probes. Does finally get rid of that Marine. Warps in a couple of Zealots to try and hold the ramp. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close if Grandmaster can survive this. There is another Marauder coming out of this barracks. The tech lab is being rebuilt. Oh, it's very tense. It's very tense. The worker lead is pretty small for SuperHumble, though. Is starting to expand and drone up a bit and build a few more SCVs now, having stopped SCV production very early to go all in on just producing Marines and Marauders. This attack has a big Marine force now. 7 Marines, not bothering to attack that Nexus because it's not doing anything. The Warpins are still coming, and there are now 3 Zealots and 2 Stalkers out in the field, one of them on very low health. And this barracks is finally on fire, will blow up, will go down. That will be the last Marauder to come out. Oh no, it's been picked up and lifted away. And a mule is coming down to repair it. That's a clever play from SuperHumble, but there's a lot of Marines down here now. Our Grandmaster not able to spend money on anything except warping in units. Can't even really increase his probe count, which he desperately would like to do at this point. Because now Grandmaster's, now SuperHumble even is stretching out a probe lead as well as doing all this damage, and the probes are pulled again. A good surround there to hold those Marines in place more than anything, but all the probes are going to die, and I think SuperHumble has won this. The flaming barracks looms large over Grandmaster's base. Production has ground to a halt. Preemptive, well played from Terran there, but Protoss is not giving up. 1 Zealot out, and it's slicing through the Marines. Oh wow, impressive even to last this long. I think Grandmaster has done well, but another massive wave of Marines has arrived, and that is gonna be it. There's 1 probe in gas. Tough hold. GG.